So that includes that. All right, everyone. Disclaimer, I'm from New York. So I do have some, slang in the way I talk. That's just how I talk. I'm not the type of person that just be like, consequently, we see this as a problematic situation. No, I don't talk like that. I really wanted to come in and talk to you guys today about something that has been, whew, something that's been kicking my ass. Not having a schedule. They say the early bird gets the worm, and that is not said for no reason. When you get up early to do everything you have to do for yourself first, you have so much more to give everyone else and everything else throughout the day. I do not have a schedule. How's that even possible? Like, how did I even think that I would be able to be successful at anything without organization? I really was out here thinking that, I just do something and then everything falls into my lap. Like, that's not how it works. There's a few things that I learned from other, creators and other designers and other people out there who's like entrepreneurs. I've learned some things along the way that it's about time I start implementing, especially if I want to be successful. Literally last night, I was editing a video because I'm doing 30 days of vlogging, right? So I was editing a video last night. It took me all the way to 3 a.m. to finish editing this video. Around 4 something, my 1-year-old wakes up, and then he wakes up his 4-year-old brother, and now I'm definitely not going to sleep because they need me awake. Not only do I have to tend to them, but when everybody in the household wakes up, I have to tend to everybody else, and I have to still record more content. When you're starting anything, a schedule is so vital. When you have things scheduled, you're not lost in the sauce of what you need to do next. That's one thing that I definitely want to implement when it comes to change, how I handle my businesses and my family life. I noticed that when my kids have structure, the day goes by smoother. Scheduling is so important, and that's why I'm stressing this in my video for my own accountability. April, set your calendar, write it out. Please make a schedule, April, and wake up when you need to wake up. Okay, so a couple of tips, right, that I use. One thing I use is my alarm clock. Surprise, surprise, I use my alarm clock. We all run into the situation where we'll press snooze or we'll turn off the alarm clock, think we're closing our eyes for a few seconds, and then bam, we overslept. I will set an alarm, and the title of the alarm would be something that gets my attention. The title say something like, April, get up, do it for yourself, don't slack, something like that. It kind of tells me in a no nonsense way, get up and be about your shit. Another thing that I do is I write it down. Write it down. Gotta write it down. Like, write that down. And don't second guess yourself when you write things down. Write down your intentions for the day. Write down the intentions for your business. Write down the intentions for how you speak to people. Write down everything that you want to check off the list in that day. You don't have to check it all off in one day, but just write a checklist, and then you know what you need to check off throughout the day, what you can do, what you can't do, what you have time for, what you might have to put off. When you do this, that checklist makes you feel so empowered. Oh, I checked this off and that off. Maybe I can add this too. So it gets you more productive. For those of us with a large family or just a family like that we're responsible for, staying organized is so much more important, but it, in my opinion, is so much more harder.
His name, what's his name? I got nothing on his name. Come on, baby, what's
the name? Things come up that throw everything out of whack. It just throw everything off. When it comes to organizing your life around children, you have to incorporate them and how they see the world too. I would get a chalkboard, write in fun letters the things that they have to do, they're responsible for, and even the things you got to do, so they can see it and they can encourage you. Mommy, you have to do this right here. Now sometimes that can be annoying. See, even the things we don't want to do sometimes be annoying. That might be annoying as hell, but that reminder is important too. Another thing I like to do to stay organized and to feel my best is I exercise. Exercising helps promote so much brain activity. It helps give you energy. You think that it took away your energy, but it gives you energy. And I know starting exercise, like when you first start your first minute of exercise, you're like, fuck, I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do it. But once you're into it, you feel better that you did it and you push yourself to go harder. And after you do that exercise, especially if you do it in the morning, the early morning, when you have no distraction, you feel like your day is already conquered. So everything else is just icing on the cake, okay? Because you took care of yourself so well. If you're a social media platform creator, then you know there's so many different ways that you can organize your social media. You don't have to be on social media 24/7 to stay active and to post content. You can actually there's actually apps you can download that are free. There are also apps that are already in the social media apps that you use that you can time when you want to post content. So definitely utilize that because guess what? Your content is working for you even when you're not pressing a button, which gives you more free time to do something else with your time and check something else off your list. I feel like those are the key things that we need to remember to stay organized and to have a schedule. I will also say that when you need to take a break. Okay? Don't be hard on yourself. Take a break when you need a break. There's been times I haven't taken a break and I would burn myself out so bad where I would just be so frozen like I can't even do nothing. I just have to lay in bed and do nothing because I did too much already. If you already doing your thing, then please share some tips with me. Please, please, because you're here because you like me, right? And I like you. So let's help each other out. So if you have some tips for me, please, I will be so happy to know them.
Babe, so sorry. The baby's broke glass.
Oh shit.